The commercial farming sector plays an integral part in the South African economy, with exports contributing to its sustainability. However, the sector is in jeopardy due to challenges such as an unpredictable market, increasing competition from importers, and the rise of input costs. A lack of subsidies for both established and emerging farmers is an area of concern, while land reform policies have also been labelled problematic.
The policy has been met with criticism, with cases of failed farms being reported on countrywide. Is there a fundamental problem with the policy? If so, what is it? What does it take to become a successful emerging commercial farmer in today's economy?
Barry du Plessis, Head of Sales and Account Management at Land Bank Port Elizabeth, provides an explanation of the land and redistribution policy and discusses new changes being made.
First, there was LRAD grants given by Land Affairs to applicants, and then the farm was transferred into the applicant's name, and Land Bank would look at possibly financing any shortfall on the purchase price and maybe purchase of livestock or production means.
There are two main types of emerging farmers: commonage farmers who farm in groups, as well as individual farmers. The Magana Goat project, which began in 2007, is an example of a commonage farm. This project was provided with capital from the Tina Sinaku Trust. However, things did not go as they had hoped.
This project, even for the beginning, it was started wrong because it was not involving the farmers. So a lot of things, a lot of money was spent for the training.
Who is to blame in instances where training, skill and funding are provided? Should there be a greater role played by extension officers and mentors? Zama Zikali of the Department of Rural Affairs and Agrarian Reform provided some answers.
Before we can grant them anything, we do have a business plan that actually entails what is it that needs to be done, for how long, and how much should be generated. The challenge is, since we are serving elderly people who are illiterate and who cannot follow what is written on the business plan, they still need training, they still need more mentoring. There has been a request from the Land Reform Department for all the people who want to be mentors. That was done countrywide, and then they submitted their portfolios and things. So now the department does have, the Land Reform Department does have a database for all the mentors for different enterprises.
While there are obvious faults in the system, it is important to note that not all emerging farmers are failing. Emerging farmer Kholisile Mamani speaks of his endeavour.
Urhulumente naye ukwayithatha inxaxheba wasisa singalamaxhego, wasisa ngapha kule ndawo kuthiwa kuse-Fort Cox. Mna ndaqeqeshelwa kweli cala le nkomo. Yho, inkomo nemali. Le fama ibhizinesi. Market yethu, market yebhokhwe, market yenkomo, market yegusha, njalo njalo. Nyani nabo butyebi apha efameni, nansi ibhizinesi apha efameni, qha abantu bashota ngokhushwa.
Although Mamani is productive and deems himself successful, it remains to be seen whether he will be able to compete with established commercial farmers. The fact that South Africa is now a net importer of produce is a major challenge facing commercial farmers. Peter Wiley, an established dairy farmer, outlines some of the challenges an emerging farmer can expect.
Today farming is not easy. It's just not a matter of just sitting on the ground and having a few cattle. There's a lot of skill involved. It's maintenance of machinery, it's decisions on when to plant, what crop to plant, and it takes a lot of experience, I'd say. One of the big problems in this country is lack of appreciation by the government and competing with other countries where their farmers are so appreciated that they're subsidised heavily, so our products can't compete. And we're running into a surplus with milk at the moment for this exact reason. the government has allowed cheap imports in from countries where the government supports local dairy farmers, and they compete in farms that are much better than ours, and they bring their products into this country and undermine the market. And this is one of the main problems in South Africa. Farming is viewed by previously disadvantaged people as being a high-profit organisation.
While survival in the competitive market is difficult, debt is another hindering factor. Emerging farmer Vulindlu explains why he is struggling to grow his farming business.
Thina xa sithengisa kwasithengisela land bank kuba siyobhatala ityala land bank. Iyona ngxaki ke isibamba ibreak singakwazi ukukhula efameni because ela tyala noko siyaliva liyasisinda. Thina abanye bethu mabahambe bawufuna indawo zokuphangela. Sasinebhokhwe ezininzi kakhulu ungena kwethu ngathi ngenxa yamatyala awukwazi uyunyuka step umaso unyuke uphinde uhle.
The bank has also launched a new scheme, REM, Retail Emerging Markets. We're still waiting on the manual for REM to be released.
Could farmers' associations be a place for nurturing and growth? Mr. Vulindlu expresses his doubts.
Thina ke abaninzi njengam ke andiye ndithande ufanele nje uthethe ingxaki engazukwenziwa nto ngabantu.
At present, the problem-ridden NAFU is the black farmer counterpart for the predominantly white Agri-SA. Is the racially segregated nature of farmers' associations slowing down the growth of the farming sector? Mike Mamgeli, Deputy Chairperson of the Makana Farmers Association, an affiliate of NAFU, explains.
As a union, we want to just to make sure that, because it's no good to us, it's no good for just to give the people the land. So we work hand in hand with the department, more special Department of Agriculture, that to make sure those people, they get the trainings, they get workshops and all those things. The issue of the group in farm, I think it's a major problem, because the people get a farm in big number, 150 of the people or 50 people, to find that it's only 5 that are working there. When they produce those 145, they want to get something.
What else can be implemented to aid the much-needed process of reform?
One of the critical areas is financial commitment, and also commitment in actual farming, because you'll find, as I say, that the average farm fails because these people develop a culture of entitlement. They make no input to the farm, therefore they don't value what they've got, and they don't work it properly. Lulu Klingwana, she coined a phrase: if you don't use it, you lose it. Very good. I think they should do that. And if they don't, if these so-called emerging farmers don't use it, they should lose it. They should put a more competent person, of which there are many.
I just wish that there could be a proper communication between government departments from the national level. For it to be followed, there has to be someone who is literate enough and who is experienced enough to try and make sure that it is followed, so that whatever has been visualized can be attained by using the proper mind or proper human resource. And training as well of farmers is very important. If those three can be collaborated, then we can see good results.
As land reform policies change, so too does the economic environment of agriculture in South Africa, making the market even more unpredictable. One thing that is certain is that all farmers, established and emerging, face an uncertain future.